Mr. Grobler, with just a few VDs left to declare, you guys are sitting at about 12.88%. Comparing that to the campaign that you've run, which many have said is a very strong campaign, given your elections machinery, your postering, which was done on a continuous basis and all of that, do you think you have gotten your return on investment, so to speak?
Look, we've got a little bit mixed emotions in Mpumalanga as the Democratic Alliance. There was some growth in a few of the municipalities. I have to say where we showed growth, it's good growth, it's steady growth. It's not big growth spurts, but it's sure steady growth. So for those ones we are happy. Obviously we're disappointed. Some of the municipalities we put in a lot of work, but we didn't necessarily get the return on investment. I think if you look at our total percentage, it's quite funny. We gained province-wide a small percentage, but we actually lost 2 or 3 seats. This is due to the formula they use to allocate the PR seats in councils. So really mixed emotions. I think the political playing field did change a bit in this election. I see that opposition as a collective definitely grew. The EFF got a lot of seats, and even some of the smaller parties, some of them got kicked out, but some of them grew as well. So it's steady decline in the ANC vote, but not necessarily an increase for the Democratic Alliance, which is a disappointment for us, but an increase in total opposition, which I suppose is good because it shows that the democracy is healthy and the democracy is working.
From a mass communications point of view, you ran a campaign that was a single phrase that just said change. Do you think that campaign was successful in reaching the voter and translating your vision to the ordinary South African?
Look, I suppose that can be a very long discussion. I think as the Democratic Alliance countrywide, we're really having great success with this election. We're excited about the results in the metros. But if we have to be honest, in Mpumalanga, maybe it didn't have the effect that we needed. We also have to be honest and say Mpumalanga is not at this stage strategic for the Democratic Alliance due to a few factors, but mostly, the demography. So I think the strategy of the party to carry one message was a good thing. I think it's got the impact in the necessary areas. And once you have a metro that you govern, which you can refer to, that's going to have a ripple effect to us in Mpumalanga as well. So I do trust the party's leaders and the decision makers. We didn't see the result in Mpumalanga this year, but we will in future.
Now, on a closing note, there was rumors that the Democratic Alliance is funding the strategy of the independent candidates so as to split the ANC vote more in favor of the DA, because well, like you say, whatever takes away from the ANC, only the DA can only gain from that. What do you have to say about that?
No, I think as in any election, there's a lot of rumors that go about during the campaign, and I can honestly say that the Democratic Alliance hasn't got enough funding to spend it on other people. We run quite expensive campaigns, as you said, with sufficient postering, great leaflets. We try and air as many advertisements on TV and radio as possible. We try and pay our helpers just a small stipend, maybe to buy food, not big payments, but to help our volunteers as well. So definitely not enough money to spend on other political parties or independents.
Okay, now funding, just the last 2 questions. The funding, how much did you spend on your campaign in the province specifically? And the other question is that do you think the strategy to invoke the memory of Mandela kind of backfired for the DA?
Firstly, on the budget, I am very sorry, but I don't have that information with me. I am not part of the top leadership of the party. I'm just the party liaison committee on the IEC, so I'm not sure what the whole election budget was. I can confirm that it was the most that we've ever spent on an election in the province, because we as a party get more funding because of more seats in parliament and more donors giving us money. But I'm not sure about the total amount. And then revoking Mandela's legacy, I think, as I said earlier, I think in the metros it really came through for us, and as Mpumalanga we will see the ripple effect of that in the future. We will hopefully by the next election see the result of that. Not this election, but I don't think it backfired. I actually think it's working in our favor quite well.